Milk Crate Marauder.
On the phone with us now via the good people at Cedars-Sinai Medical Center. We've gotten through to Lucy's room.
Ah.
Lucy?
Oh, hello.
Lucy, I just want to ask
Why do you keep calling me?
We're just so thrilled.
Why? Why do you keep calling me?
Hasn't anyone else called?
Would you call somebody in intensive care?
I guess.
Oh. And why do I keep answering? That's what I have to keep asking myself.
What kind of car did you drive, especially when you were with Ricky and, in the good old days? What did you drive?
A great big Chrysler.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
Driving a car right now is right up in the top of my priority list.
What are you doing right now? Are you giving Gary Morton a cough job right now?
No.
Has Gary been in to visit you?
Who gave you this number?
All right.
And why are you doing this to me?
You know, she sounds bitter. You must be feeling better, Lucy.
Oh.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. You used to smoke so much on that.
Oh, I still do.
You smoking now?
Uh-huh.
Did they cut a hole in your neck so you could smoke better?
No, I had to decide between oxygen and smoking.
And you opted for oxygen?
No.
Smoking.
She opted for smoking.
Really? What was that again? How many stitches do you have in your old sagging chest?
Oh, what kind of a question is that? Why are you asking all these questions?
Humor has really changed, hasn't it?
What humor? I'm in intensive care and you're calling this humor.
Do you like the new comedians like Eddie Murphy and Gilbert Gottfried and these type of comedians?
I never heard of any of them.
Anyway, let me just say something.
What happened to the Sid Caesars and the Red Buttons and the Maury Amsterdams? Why can't people do good humor?
The dialects and the without the nasty stuff, huh?
Did you ever have an affair with Judge Goebbels?
We're just kidding around.
That crew cut used to turn me on.
Hey, but seriously, let me say this to you.
What kind of sounds did you make when you were having sex with Judge Goebbels?
The same as I'm making right now.
She coughed a lot. But let me tell you something. You're so right. George Goebel and Sid Caesar, great comedians, and they're going to be dead soon, like you, I imagine.
Why are you doing this to me?
As long as we're doing news about Lucy.
Yes.
There's an article about you in People magazine. Could I keep you on the line for a second here?
All right.
All right.
Why am I talking to these crazy people every time?
I guess we can keep you on the line a little longer.
Lucy, where did you get that dress from that you wore on the Academy Awards?
That was nice.
Oh.
It's very sexy.
Hey, you like that?
Yeah, it was extremely sexy.
Oh, that's so nice. I got that from Bernadette Peters.
She lent it to you.
One of those movie dresses.
No, but Alan Carr picked out all the dresses himself, didn't he?
Alan Carr. He's a wonderful man. He is a wonderful, wonderful man.
Well, let me tell you something. It says
he's in good health. I'm happy to report.
Let me say something.
Does picking out dresses for a living make you some kind of health risk or something? I don't know.
Let me ask you something, Lucy. It says here in the latest People magazine, I don't want to keep you on too long because I know at any given moment you can explode.
Oh, here's another card.
Who's it from?
Tom Bosley.
Tom Bosley?
Yes.
He's a nice man.
Yes, a wonderful man.
He sent a bag over.
Here's one from Henny Youngman. That's wonderful. These are the things that keep you going, you know.
Well, have you heard from Uncle Milty?
Uncle Milty.
Because his wife died yesterday. Is he
that right?
Set up a telegram to you.
Oh, I suppose you called her up, too.
That's tomorrow.
Yeah, Ruth, she's at the same medical center.
What are you people trying to do to me? I've got one foot in the twilight zone and one on a banana peel, and here you are calling me up.
Look over to your left or right. You might see her.
Are you in a private or a semi-private?
This is a private suite.
Well, I'm telling you, Mrs. Milton Berle should be rolling by any minute.
Stop it. Stop it. If you make me laugh, things could get dangerous here.
All right, Lucy, it says here in People magazine
Yes.
that your father was a telephone lineman and he died when you were 4. Your mother remarried and you were left with in-laws, and to keep track of you, they locked you in with a dog collar and leased you to an overhead wire in the backyard?
Uh-huh.
Oh, that's
You say it like it's a bad thing.
That's all true.
Isn't that what Gary Martin used to do to you?
Yeah, on any given night.
Well, you people are saying it like it's a bad thing.
Lonely and scared, Lucy invented an imaginary friend named
Gary.
Sassafrasa.
Sassafras.
Sassafrasa.
Who assured her that someday she would be a movie star.
Oh.
Yes, and he will pick out dresses for me to wear on the Oscars.
Lucy, you're
That's my nickname for Alan Carr. Sassafrasa.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Who this?
Cash.App, $, milk, crate, marauder.
Huh?
Venmo, @milk, crate, marauder.
You stupid bastard.
Good hot meals on your table, the war and the economy, everything was fine when the men ran things.
You build a bunch of nuclear plants to poison people. You bury toxic waste.
We kept the enemy away from your doorstep so you didn't have to worry about nothing when you were in a nice white school.
Yeah, you guys are doing all right.
We made it fine for you, you ungrateful bitch. Go home and make your bed. You loud mouth wench.
Meanwhile, Senator Packwood is in a rehab center. I'll just go on while he spoke. Senator Packwood of Oregon is in a rehab center, Howard.
Right.
Taking care of that little alcohol problem he was tested for.
Alcoholic.
And the Senate Ethics Committee has decided that they shouldn't wait until next year to look into allegations of sexual harassment leveled against him by 10 women. So they are going to start their investigation right up, and they say it should be open to the public so everyone can hear a public airing of this, and we can figure out what's been going on.
You need to hear that. He needed a broad, so shoot him.
So what about that, Red? Seriously, I mean, everyone...
Man's got drive.
Scott probably just said, hey, honey, you look nice today, or something like this.
Excuse me, Howard, would you not characterize things that you don't know about? He grabbed at women's breasts.
We've all done that.
It's happened.
Tried to solicit sexual acts from them.
Well, listen to me.
And made constant and repeated unwanted sexual advances.
What difference does that make? A man grabs an ass to fuel his needs. His needs that he can't control sometimes, so big deal.
I'll tell you what Marge Schott...
Stay out of the workplace. No fold sheets.
Marge
Schott silverware.
Has gotten me...
Figure out the important crap. Amen.
Has gotten me to read the sports pages, Howard.
So you're saying... Oh, yeah, go ahead, yeah?
Marge Schott, that's what I'm talking about.
Marge Schott?
Yes.
She might be in the other room. I don't know.
Nice lady.
Nice lady.
Oh, it's on her side. I don't doubt it. Hey, why
You
shouldn't
doubt
she...
the courage of a woman like that to stand up in a...
Excuse me, why shouldn't she be folding sheets somewhere instead of running a baseball team?
She married well.
Who this?
I really love everyone on your whole entire show, except for one person, and I think it's kind of changed the show. It's Billy West.
Really?
I find that he has like 3 impressions, like Cardinal O'Connor, and then Marge Schott, and then Jackie. And then everybody else that he does is just...
What about Jay Leno?
Well, it's a variation of one of those 3. So I know you like him so much, and I'm actually... Is he there just part-time? Is that it?
Yeah, we don't want too much, Billy. It'll ruin the show. We recognize that he's a detriment with his 3 voices.
I used to love Robin doing Jackie. She's fantastic. And now Billy's the only one who does Jackie along with Fred, and I miss Robin doing it.
Yeah, well, some things change, you know. Robin's retired that impression.
I'm tired of doing Jackie.
Well, Robin still does Jackie.
I do more Jackie back in the office. I teach other people how to do Jackie.
Billy makes me laugh, so that's all that matters.
I know.
It doesn't matter if it makes you laugh. If it makes me laugh, it's good.
Well, I look forward to your E! Entertainment show. Can't wait.
Yeah,
Is Billy going to be on that? You might not want to
We don't know, actually. I think it's better to keep Billy off it, quite frankly.
Is he there today?
Oh, Billy, no.
Oh, okay.
But Jay Leno is. Jay, how are you?
I'm going to come down there and plunge a knife in your back.
Sounds like Marge Schott.
Oh, Jay Leno. Oh, believe me.
It does not. Let me get Cardinal O'Connor. Let me get Cardinal O'Connor.
Oh, what a goose I am.
Marge Schott sounds like... Get out of here. He's top notch.
I know you like him.
It's your shortwave radio.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you're not hearing it right.
You're not hearing it true.
Wait, listen to these. First of all, ladies and gentlemen, this woman sucks.
Oh, what a goose I am, and oh, what a goose she is. You suck. Nah, better just hold on. You suck.
See? Black guy.
Yeah.
Oh, did I mention you suck?
There did the Marge Schott.
Billy, are you not in tomorrow and I'll tune in?
Oh.
Unfortunately, there's another day of Billy, and then he won't be back.
I'm warning you. You suck.
Give up, Billy. Maybe you do suck.
Yeah.
Robin, do you like Billy?
I love Billy.
Why am I such an issue?
Because you're destroying the girl's concept of the show. She doesn't like you. She's being honest.
I love everybody. Just Billy, when you come on, I just feel like...
Maybe it's just a matter of getting used to. You're so used to the rest of us being together. This is just new and different, and you're afraid.
Hey, remember when Jackie first joined the show? Everyone hated him.
You know what Billy sounds like? He sounds like the zoo when he just chimes in over and on and on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Then, Billy, I have to fire you.
I'll see you later.
Those were bad words.
I'll see ya.
Take a few calls from New York, Howard, and see how people feel about Billy.
I read Prodigy. They say Billy West rules.
Yeah, why is she so
Gary wrote
fixated
that.
on me?
Yeah. You know what? Girls don't like Billy. Guys do.
Yeah, it's sort of like a Stooges.
It reminds me of the Imus show when people used to talk over each other and they
No, excuse me. Let me just say something. Anything that you hear on the Imus show
Is this show.
is this show.
But they don't have the timing down. They all talk on top of each other. Where your show, you all seem to know when to talk. And
Yeah, Billy really doesn't. All right, we'll train him.
We'll get a whip.
love you, Howard.
Love you.
Bye.
Bye. Hey, yeah, Billy, stop talking over everyone. Maybe she's got a point. What is it, Baba Booey?
I was just going to say that I thought she was off base only because we get so
Oh,
many
shut up.
Well, no, we get so many faxes.
Oh, so who cares? So she doesn't like Billy.
No, you just asked. You asked.
I got news for you. I'm getting sick of Billy. I'm sick of throwing him off. I think she's right. What do you think of that?
I'm just telling you what the faxes say. That's all.
I don't see Billy knocking himself out. He does the same 3 impressions. Come up with a couple of new ones. The first week he was on fire. Now he sits back there. She's got a point. Light a fire under his ass.
No, yesterday he was doing Nicole Bass. Come on, that was a new one.
Fred hates Billy.
Really?
Because Billy came in. You know how Fred was the impression guy?
Yes.
But Fred hadn't been doing any impressions for
Fred
a while.
won't do impressions. He won't even tell you who he can do.
And now all of a sudden, since Billy's here, Fred starts... I hear Fred on that microphone every 3 seconds doing an impression. Now it's like I got 20 impressionists in
It's
the room.
almost like Billy showed Fred how he could use his voices in the show.
Yeah, now Billy showed Fred how to do it, and now Fred won't shut up. So now I can't get Fred to shut up. Now I got Billy whapping away.
Well, that's the problem.
Yeah. Fred, you had 20 years to do impressions. Now I got the Impression Olympics going on in here.
Well, remember, we would try to get Fred to do an impression.
There's nothing. No way of winning here, is there?
Fred would say, what do you want me to do?
Yeah, what do you want me to do, Howard? What impression? You got to tell me what impression you want. I go, well, I don't know. If something's appropriate, just jump in with it. So he couldn't do that. I gave him 20 years to do it.
Yeah.
Billy comes in one day, starts doing impressions. Fred's like over there.
So now we have 2 David Brenners, 2 Robin Leaches, 2.
As soon as Billy started doing Robin Leach, Fred was chiming in with Robin Leach.
Howard, what should I do?
Do what you always did, nothing.
Okay.
All of a sudden you're going to do, now you come to life?
Thanks, man.
I waited for you for 20 years to do something.
For
I know. You know you hate Billy. He ruined it.
Do not. I don't hate Billy.
Then kiss Billy if you like him.
I don't love him that much.
Put your tongue in my mouth.
Fred still does the best impression on the show.
Oh?
A Martian eating food.
Oh, thank you, Howard. You're a real confidence builder.
Oh, here we go. Fred is always claiming that you ruin his confidence.
I know. Oh, I'm ruining his career.
Not his career, his confidence.
Oh.
He would be doing something, but you don't encourage him. You ruin his confidence.
Sorry.
He really does get upset by these things, I think.
I know, he does.
As we all do.
Uh-oh, he's not speaking to us anymore, so I guess he really is upset.
Fred's microphone's on, but I don't hear him talking.
You say something?
All right, who wants to do an impression now?
Who wants to go to a commercial now?
Not me. I'm not going to deal with it. Girl's right. Billy needs a good kick in the ass.
So he doesn't become Fred.
That's right. All of a sudden, I see Billy sitting back there clamming up. Billy needs a good kick in the ass and a diet. That's what he needs. Someone with his clothes off.
Billy's awfully white, too. He could use some sun.
Hey, Billy, how about it? Just sit in your room imitating cartoons. Get out there in the sun and do it.
Life is tough.
I just quieted down the room. It's as quiet as OJ's ex-wife house.
I bet you Billy's afraid to do an impression now because Fred's off.
Yeah, now no one knows what to do.
Oh, it's not that. I'm just not playing the St. Augustine today.
Fred doesn't know whether to do an impression or not do an impression. Billy's completely confused. It's good. I like confusion. That's right on it.
Confusion rules.
I'm the master. Okay, real quick, because I got a mystery guest, but it's not a mystery guest to us. It's a mystery guest only to Billy.
I don't know who it is.
What?
No, it's not.
It's not?
Nope.
Why?
Because Billy knows.
Oh, Billy knows?
Yeah.
How did he know?
He ran into him in the bathroom.
Oh. Good work again, Fafa.
Way to stash the guest.
Well, then what good is having the guy in?
Well, I can't send him away now.
Do I know?
But you would never guess who it is. It was a funny story.
Oh, it was a Billy story.
Is it the... No.
Well, don't guess now, Billy. Billy still wants to
How many people do you think are here that you would know?
I want to suspend everybody.
How did you mess this up?
I was in here. I had the guest coming at 7:30. Billy comes in
But
at
Gary,
7
you know
o'clock.
that they could come in at the same time. You got to make arrangements for that.
Yeah, I didn't think that he'd be here this early. He was not due here till 7:25. Billy gets in the studio at 7 o'clock and never leaves.
I had this really cool thing planned.
Yeah.
See, Billy, who works on our show, who does all those great voices, does the voice of Ren and Stimpy. And he got hired by this unknown guy to be the voice of, which one were you first?
Well, originally I was supposed to be both.
No. Forget about originally. Which one did you get?
Well, I was hired, contracted to do the voice of Stimpy.
All right, Stimpy.
Yes.
All right. So
the cat.
Yeah, Billy was hired to be Stimpy the cat on Ren and Stimpy. And the voice for Stimpy is the Larry Fine voice that he does on our show.
Yeah,
so let me hear that.
Happy, happy, joy, joy.
Do Larry Fine.
Hey, Mo, I peed on my shoe.
Yeah, that voice. So, I guess this guy who was creating Ren and Stimpy heard you on the show, or something. I don't know. I don't know how you got that job, but somehow you got it, right?
I met him in 1988.
Oh, you did? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, anyway, he hired Billy. He gave Billy a break and let him be Stimpy. So the guy who created Ren and Stimpy gets fired by Nickelodeon, right?
Yeah.
And I guess he expected Billy to leave with him. Billy just took the guy's job and
he did both
voices.
Oh.
Screwed him over. But you know what? I don't blame Billy for what he did. I would have screwed the guy over too.
Nope. But it would have been silly.
All right, get the guy in here now that it's not a surprise. It sucked. I had a whole thing planned. It would have been funny.
Oh, well.
So you ran into him in the bathroom? Were you shocked?
No, not really. I mean, I just haven't seen him in a long time.
So the great reunion happened in the bathroom?
Yeah, so any type of dynamic happened in the bathroom because Baba Booey doesn't know how to put this show together.
Oh, dear.
What kind of dynamic? I'm standing there going, you know.
Oh, wow. You're the guy who created Ren and Stimpy, huh? John K.
No, that's the guy you created.
Oh, there he is. Billy.
Oh, okay.
Who's the babe with you?
Oh, these are my pals here. This is,
No, I mean, who's the girl?
This is Leslie. That's my...
Sit down and talk to him.
Sit down. Now, you got to get in the microphone. You hippie artists are like too out there.
He doesn't look like a hippie artist.
He looks like one of those beatniks.
I'm not a hippie. You're the hippie.
No, but you know what I mean? You look like one of those guys in the village who are like avant-garde or something, right?
Hey, very clean
I'm a decent
cut,
American.
No, but I mean,
I'm a decent Canadian.
He's clean cut, but he's got the wacky glasses.
Yeah, he looks like somebody who would be in the fashion district, actually.
Yeah, it looks like Buddy Holly's father.
Actually, we are going to be.
Really? You're going to be in the fashion district?
I'm here promoting my new line of clothes with Cy Devor.
You are an animator, right? I mean, by trade. And what are the odds of having a hit cartoon? About 1 billion to 1?
Probably something like that.
Right.
And 50 new cartoons every year.
And I just to even get Ren and Stimpy on the air, to convince somebody that Ren and Stimpy would be the thing to produce, because it's very expensive to produce animation. It would be like $300,000 for a half hour, right?
It's even more.
It's more.
Now it is, yeah.
And Ren and Stimpy is like real minimal.
Yeah, it wasn't the most elaborate.
No, it was high end.
Was it high end?
Yeah.
Oh, I could
especially now.
Really? It look high end to me.
Yeah, I would think Batman was high end.
Yeah, I would think like Bugs Bunny's high end.
Well, I mean, compared to like Beavis and Butthead.
Well, Beavis and Butthead's real minimal.
Yeah.
And they have Koreans drawing that, who barely know what the hell they're doing. Did you have Koreans drawing?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, super.
I guess that you can't get it done without Korean.
Those Koreans draw like
airplane hangars full of Koreans.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
are they fast.
mean, yeah. That's what they do. All the animation that you see, they never do in America, because Koreans, for some reason, are willing to draw little pictures.
Well, haven't you seen those artists who, they draw so fast?
What do the Koreans do? They get an airplane hanger, they pack them in there, and then they just have them
Scribble.
draw each little hand movement and stuff at a time. They have to keep redrawing and drawing and drawing. You think with a computer now, you wouldn't have to keep drawing the same thing over and over again. You know what I mean, John?
They'll get to that point. But right now, it's the Mongolian hordes.
Is it really? The Mongolian hordes just sit there and draw these little pictures over and over again.
And it takes 8,000 of these drawings for one frame.
Yeah. What do? You just shove rice under the door and they keep drawing.
We don't do it. We get other people.
Isn't that cool, though? I mean,
No, it's not cool.
Think of all the poor black people that could be drawing here.
No, he's talking about the fact that pretty soon the computer's going to put all those Koreans out of work.
Oh, that's going to be great. I can't wait for that day.
No, that won't put them out of work. They'll be on the computers.
Oh, will they?
Yeah,
You won't need as many.
Right. Anyway, John, so you come up with this idea for Ren and Stimpy, and you convinced Nickelodeon to do it, and it was a pretty out there idea. It was a pretty far out cartoon, right?
I always thought it was kind of normal.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. But getting it on TV couldn't have been easy. It couldn't be easy because at the time it seemed really peculiar and odd, right?
It took about 10 years to sell them.
Really?
We were talking about the age of Muppet Babies and that sort of thing.
So 10 years to sell it, that's no easy feat. So you finally conceive this thing, get it all together, you get it on Nickelodeon, it takes you 10 years to sell it, you get it on the air, it's a hit. You hire Billy to be one of the voices. You give him a break because you remembered him from years ago, right?
Uh-huh.
And then Nickelodeon decides...
Should we take our shirts off?
Then Nickelodeon decides to...
What happened with Nickelodeon?
Fire you. Because you're difficult, because you were not producing enough episodes fast enough, because you said, hey, look, we can't just produce episodes. You got to have some good scripts, and you got to have some funny ideas. Let's have a couple of less episodes, but make the show high quality, correct?
It's sort of the opposite of that.
What was it? You wanted low quality.
No, we were producing them too fast and too cheap. So they took them over and produced them slower and more expensive.
And that upset you?
No, well, yeah, I guess it would upset.
Why did you care how fast or slow they produced them?
Because I wanted to work on them.
Oh, I see. They took over the production of them, and therefore people thought it was your work, and it wasn't your work.
No, I don't think anybody thinks it's our work anymore.
Right. So
when they started the faster or slower production, you were gone already.
Well, it's kind of, a long story, but we were in the middle of the second season when they took it over, so they finished up some of the ones that we started.
Right. Isn't that nice to take the creator of it and squeeze them out?
Yeah, you're gone.
According to John, anyway. I'm sure they have their own side of the story. But go ahead, John. Since you're here, we'll give your side of the story. Screw them.
Well, the idea is that Nickelodeon was sitting there with a hole in their time slot.
So, John, are you mad at Billy?
No, I'm proud of him.
No, be honest.
No, Billy's a good guy.
He is?
Yeah. He paid him back.
How?
No, listen, here's what happened.
No, be honest. You're a little perturbed, are you not?
No.
Oh, come on.
Cut Billy some slack. He's proud of his chosen profession.
No, I know Billy's proud, but the thing is that you guys were kind of a team. You were doing the voice and everything together. You were the hey, how you do the voice, whatever that is.
Hey. I don't know if I can do it anymore.
Yes, you can. Come on, don't be a baby. Go ahead, do it.
Hey. Oh, what I am gonna do to you.
Right, see? And then Billy would do his other little goofy voice. What's that?
You blood sack of protoplasm.
Right, so you guys used to get together and do the voices and everything.
Hey, Ren, will you button me?
And then when you got fired, Billy stayed with the cartoon and took over your voice.
Did you really expect Billy to leave?
Yeah. You did expect Billy to leave.
Yeah, he told me he was going to.
He did.
Hey, Billy, backstabbing.
No.
So Billy said to you that he was going to leave.
He was going to leave, but then he called me up, he and his agent called me up, and they said, listen, John, we were going to leave, but I decided we're going to pay Nickelodeon back instead.
Right.
We'll get them for you.
Right.
We're going to gouge them really good.
Oh, I see. Billy's going to make a lot of money.
Yeah, we're going to make a fortune off it.
And they were going to give you the money.
Huh?
Billy's
when
that
the
true? You pay him a kickback?
Right away. Work for you?
Is that true?
No.
Oh. Right. I was going to say, what are you nuts?
What daydream am I waking up in the middle of?
So in other words, there is a little bit of animosity.
No. This is what Billy did for me.
All right, go ahead.
Right after he took over the show, he sent me a box of Red Hots.
Right.
Now, I'm not talking about 6 Red Hots.
Right.
Not 12 Red Hots.
Box
not
Red
a couple
Hots.
of packages. A box of Red Hots.
Why?
Like a case.
Why did he send you a case of Red Hots?
Cut.
Oh, I see. So you are pissed. Yeah, come on.
He's doing comedy.
Yeah, right. So in other words, you spent 10 years getting your dream on the air, and it would have helped if there was solidarity if Billy and everyone else listened to some of your demands.
That definitely would have happened, yeah.
Right.
Oh.
But that's okay. We got another cartoon coming up.
Oh, you do? Yeah, but what are the odds of it being as successful as Ren and Stimpy?
Will you be,
Should be better.
Really?
More successful.
would you be hiring Billy?
Will you be hiring Billy to do one of the voices?
I can't afford Billy.
Is that right? Billy, man, you're something. I would have done the same thing. Hey, he's not there. What are you supposed to do?
Oh, are we going to live in a 4th-floor walk-up in Hollywood or something together?
But John probably feels you should have had some integrity and cared about the quality of the product and everything. True, John?
That was only one segment of my life, though. I mean,
No, Billy, John feels, hey, this was an important cartoon. It was breakthrough. And in order to keep the quality high and to keep your reputation intact, you should have been in solidarity with John. Am I correct, John?
As an artist.
Well, it wasn't just me. You got to understand there was like 50 people got fired.
Right.
It wasn't one person.
Billy slept every night. He could care less.
Hasn't missed a night.
Hasn't missed a night of sleep.
Sleeps like a baby.
And Billy probably feels like, hey, look, this is a dopey cartoon. You know what I mean? But seriously, this is how I would think. I'd be like, hey, I got hired to be a voice on a cartoon. They want me to do 2 voices? I'll do 2 voices.
50 voices?
Something
You did all the voices.
Yeah, right.
I did them all.
It sounds like John's mad at you.
No, this is like Dean and Jerry getting back at me.
Right. No, it sounds like he's upset that you didn't have like this integrity that he had. 10 years he worked on it. To you it wasn't 10 years. You stepped into gold.
Yeah.
Clover.
This was John's dream. Am I right, John?
Well, it wasn't just, it was sort of like the cartoonist dream.
Right.
It was the first cartoon that was completely designed, directed, and written by cartoonists in about 30 years. So kind of the whole industry was hanging on it.
Right.
And it all crumbled because of Billy.
So you're saying Billy has no artistic integrity?
Well, Billy's not an artist. He's not one. Well, he's an artist in a different sense, but he's not a.
Well, Billy claims to care about cartoons and everything, right? That's like your big love.
I do, but I'm called to perform vocally. I mean, I don't draw, and I'm not an animator.
Right.
Wreck the industry.
I didn't realize I was such a powerful man in the industry.
I'm going to ask this girl over here what John really feels. Because John, what has John said in private?
Come on.
I think he's healing.
You think he's healing? Was he really mad at Billy?
I want to see them kiss, though.
Was he really mad at Billy, though?
Will I get fired?
No, you can be honest. Come on, it's freedom of speech.
From what I hear, I wasn't around when it happened, but from what I hear, it was, he was there at the top of the pack, yeah.
No kidding.
Am I right?
Well, I think the most entertaining incident was Billy on Conan O'Brien.
Right.
Describing how he created Ren and Stimpy. I thought that was pretty good.
Yeah.
I never did that.
Well, I mixed in a little bit of Kirk Douglas with Peter Lorre and threw in some Burl Ives and came up with John.
I described what the voice was. They asked me what it was, and I used to describe what all the elements were. Because, I got the original descriptions and everything, and when I was asked to perform the characters, that's what I had to go off.
Right. Are there pictures of Billy in your house with darts in them?
No.
But you said Billy's name in conjunction with curse words before.
Right. So you used to go around cursing out Billy and stuff?
No. Billy was trapped. Come on. He was always doing like...
Yeah, you're backpedaling. The girlfriend here. Is this your girlfriend?
Assistant.
But you guys make love, don't you?
I don't think so.
Really? Yeah. John's making love, and I think... do you make love with her?
He has a lovely girlfriend.
Oh, does he?
Yes. Animator also.
So John...
Eleanor, do you hear me?
So John was really pissed at Billy. That's cool. I like that.
It's real and pretty icy in here.
Yeah. I like all the tension. I live on this. I'm not going to any commercial breaks, I'll tell you that. I don't want to be in here for that. What?
The guys from E were telling me, I guess John's a pretty interesting guy.
Yeah.
They said that E, I guess, went over to interview him recently.
Yeah.
And he was doing a reading from his, I guess he's working on a new cartoon.
Yeah.
And I guess he really gets into it when he reads. And they said that he just went wild and started throwing lamps against the wall and breaking tables and stuff while he was doing his reading within the character.
Really, John?
Me, I'm a mild-mannered sort.
I don't know.
They said they got a tape.
Can you do that reading?
George. Do George for them.
Yeah, what's George?
Bruin, Howard.
Let me see. It looks like
Give me
you're
the George
he looks like a serial killer. You look like you're ready to kill somebody, John.
Percolating.
I can't get a read on you.
Do what George would
You're
do.
shooting looks at Billy, I'll tell you that.
Oh, man.
You want to kick Billy's ass?
Pals.
Yeah.
I'm in the firing line. He's a big man now.
So, John, you're really into cartoons, right?
Yeah, I like cartoons.
Yeah. Let me hear this guy, George. Let me see you do that.
Can I do the opening to our new George Liquor cartoon on
Yeah,
Fox?
just do a little bit. I mean, don't get crazy. Yeah, go ahead.
I don't want to get into it, though.
All right, get into it.
All right.
They might tear up the studio.
Is it dangerous?
Well, let me show you.
Oh, this is George?
This is George Liquor, American.
Oh, yeah, very nice.
Real manly.
Good drawing.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll do the voices. You want me to do some voices? No, I mean, why don't you hire me to do some voices? I won't screw you like Billy did. I won't be a little backstabber. Hey, I'll quit if you quit. Seriously.
All right. You're hired.
Hello! Hi! This is George! How are you doing? Hey, eat me. How's that? You like that voice?
Great.
Let me...
You're perfect.
Hi, this is George. How you doing?
You like that voice? I can do the same stupid crap Billy does.
Oh, look, this is George. How are you?
Yeah, how's that? Oh, that's real hard.
Well, let's hear what George is supposed
Let me hear what
to
George is
sound
supposed to sound like. You work, George. All right, go ahead.
Hello, I'm George Liquor, American. Today's story is the lesson of meat. Now let me tell you about meat. I don't care what you're reading in those women's magazines. Meat is good for you.
So in other words, George is a guy who is not afraid to like meat.
Oh, no, meat is...
Right, he's in All American.
He's a meat eater.
He's a meat...
Oh, I get the idea. Okay. Well, where's this going to air, George?
On Fox.
On Fox? Oh, so that's a better deal than Nickelodeon. Now, what happened when Nickelodeon fired you? Did they still have to pay you? Because you own the idea.
Yeah, we tricked them into giving us a cut.
Yeah, well, you have to get a cut because didn't you create Ren and Stimpy and all that? Yeah. See, Billy?
So you didn't take all the money.
But it broke your heart because you felt the quality of Ren and Stimpy went downhill once you left.
Well, it broke our bank for a while.
Right. But Billy profited greatly off your leaving.
Billy, did you realize the carnage left in your wake?
Yes, I did, Robin.
Ooh, and you had no remorse.
No remorse.
You slept every night like a baby.
Like a baby.
Right. And you watched Billy on Conan and you were sneaming, huh?
Actually, I didn't watch him. We had somebody
said,
monitoring my career, are you? Watching me a little too closely?
I like that Billy has a whole thing going on. Billy's a little backstabber. I'll have to keep that in the back of my mind. Yeah.
I'll get you.
Yeah.
So, he'll have created this.
Yeah. Yeah, so what happened when who was in charge of taping Conan? Was that your job?
Oh, no, that was long before my time.
Oh, but you heard about it.
I keep hearing about it, yes.
Yeah. Because, John, you created the voice of Ren.
Well, no, I stole it.
Yeah, but it was Peter Lorre. But it was your idea to use the Peter Lorre voice. Yeah. Not Billy's.
No. Right.
And you were mad because Billy was going on there saying...
Billy didn't even give you credit.
Billy should have credited the great John Kay, right?
When Billy goes on talk shows, Billy has to talk about Billy.
Oh.
You can't remember who created Ren?
No.
Oh, man.
Well, I always say, don't do business with short guys, John. I always say it. They're always angry.
You fell into the trap.
And John's a nice, tall man. Gentle.
And got plenty of hair. Billy resented you right from the very beginning.
Billy kicked your ass in his own way.
Targeted.
Maybe he can't beat you up,
Saw him coming.
Yeah.
Nothing about you, Lex.
That's right. Wow. A lot of tension in this room, isn't there?
Get Billy to kiss John.
I think we should take a bath together.
Hey. Do you guys want to hug and make up?
Clean up the filth.
Can there be a hug? Or you're too angry?
I'll hug Billy.
Yeah.
Choking and hugging are two different things.
All right, go ahead. Billy, sit on John's lap.
Like a puppet. Give him a spanking?
Yeah.
Take your pants down.
Go ahead, hug. You guys ought to make up. Come on.
Over the knee.
Come on. There's no more animosity? You forgive Billy about the Conan interference?
There you go.
Billy, you want to apologize or something? Or you don't feel you have anything to apologize for?
No.
No?
No, I'm a craftsman, Howard.
You're a craftsman?
Yeah.
All right.
Applying my craft. Doing it to Mike.
What'd you say?
Nothing.
John, don't you think he should say he's sorry a little bit?
He's not allowed to apologize.
Do you think he has something to apologize for? Seriously. Do you?
That's a yes.
No, seriously. You do. She should apologize for taking your voice and doing it and not sticking by the crew, right?
Right. Well, I don't see it that way.
You don't? You don't?
Apologize. Come on, you know.
Just apologize. You won't apologize?
No.
No. All right.
No, see, you thought I didn't have principles. I do.
Who this?
Do you think Billy should apologize?
I think Billy should kiss Tom's butt.
No, come on.
Whoa.
What, for giving him the job, you mean?
Into my...
But I mean, Billy, why?
Well, because he took over the voice. He shouldn't have done it.
Yes,
You shouldn't have?
I thanked him for doing good work while I worked for him.
Right. And then he continued to work for these other people.
Thanks that anybody would get from me.
He shouldn't have worked for them.
No?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, who was going to help me out when I was pedaling around looking for work?
Yeah, who helped out 50 people who didn't have jobs because
I'm
of
not
that?
responsible for those 50 people. I didn't create the situation.
Wow.
Ooh.
Hey, Billy, you better go sit down.
Yeah, okay.
John's going to kick your ass.
Wow. I'm a good fighter, too. Oh, my.
Hey, the girlfriend's really on fire.
Girlfriend, she's the assistant.
Oh, whatever. That's some assistant. Hubba.
Billy might need the mic for a wet.
Jackie, isn't this great?
It's fun. Unbelievable.
Fred, do you love this?
I'm getting chills.
Tension. It's not even from
Robin, is there tension in the room?
Oh, please, I see icicles forming.
Really?
I can feel it all the way in here. I'm
Really?
in another room.
Now they're staring each other down.
I think the girl can open up the whole thing here.
Yeah, she knows more
She
than...
knows the true
She knows
emotions
everything.
she's willing to reveal.
She doesn't know how much she's allowed to say. You know?
You could say whatever you want. I'm giving you permission.
Are you going to give me a job?
Yes. I'm going to give you Jackie's
Unlike
job.
Billy, we care if you have a job.
All right.
I don't know, but Billy looks awfully nervous. Is he always this nervous?
Well, I mean, it's uncomfortable for Billy. I mean, he's not usually in the spotlight.
Yeah.
He's usually screaming about black people.
Yeah, he's a talented guy, but he
Right.
just can't do Ren very well, that's all.
Oh, so you feel John did
Ren better.
Well, he mixes them up. When I hear it now, it sounds like Ren is Stimpy, doesn't it?
John, is that true?
I don't see that many of them.
But the ones that you saw, did you feel that Ren?
It's a little bit like the Stimpy and Stimpy show.
It is. You feel both sound like Stimpy. Oh, boy.
Now they're attacking him professionally.
Yeah, right.
He's a very talented
It's not
guy.
money now, it's talent, you know?
I like Billy. Billy, I think you're talented.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He's very talented.
All right.
But just not in doing Ren, that's all.
I see. He's good at Stimpy.
Yeah, excellent.
Right. Well, this has been fun.
Well, all wasn't lost in the basket.
What?
I have a message for Billy.
What?
He has to call his manager/wife as soon as he gets off the air.
Oh, is that right? Why doesn't she come on here? Maybe she can take Billy's side.
Yeah, that's what we need.
Yeah, that's what we
Did
need.
she have
The wife.
anything to do with the negotiation when Billy...
Hey, was she involved in this at all?
No.
Not at all.
okay.
She is now.
Now she is.
She must have something to say now.
Gee, I had no idea you guys had this animosity.
You think V. West would have anything to say to this young lady, huh?
Yeah, right. What is it?
I feel bad for Billy because when his wife called up,
Yeah.
he goes, "You tell Billy to call me as soon as they go to break." I go, "Why, V? You know, what's up?" "You tell Billy to call me as soon as they go to break."
What, you know, these wives, why do they call in during... Then now Billy's life is even worse.
You think it's bad that John is upset with him? Forget it.
Are you going to rush to call your wife?
It doesn't matter who's upset with me.
I know.
What does Billy mean? It doesn't matter who is upset.
Oh, it matters to him.
No, it doesn't.
Why do you have to call your wife?
I don't.
See what you started, John?
Yeah, Billy's saying he doesn't have to call his wife. It's the first thing he's going to do.
Robin, you're acting like a nut. I got a job to do.
I'm acting like a nut.
But why is your wife involved in your job?
You're going to call V when you get off this.
Why are all these women involved in our jobs? Don't you dare call that wife.
He has to. He's got to go home. You want him to sleep on the floor?
I know. His wife wants to get in on this in the worst way.
I'll call her.
Okay.
What is it?
V sounds a little upset, but basically she said, you ask Billy if Billy wants me. If Billy says he wants me to come on the air,
Yes, we want him to come. We want him to come on the air. Yes, Billy wants her to come on the air. Right, Bill?
And Billy doesn't care who's upset with him.
Billy wants her. This is good, John. His manager now is going to yell at you. Also,
Yeah, you have an assistant here on your behalf. Billy now has his manager on his behalf.
I don't know. Billy's shooting me looks.
I'm the nut, though.
Yeah.
That's true.
All right, now Billy's wife is about to get in on this, John.
Oh, man.
John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy. Billy, one of the voices of Ren and Stimpy.
Eventually, he became both Ren and Stimpy.
Right. And what is your assistant's name?
Leslie.
Leslie is here, who obviously has ill feeling toward Billy.
And she wasn't even there when this happened.
Right.
That's what I love the best.
Yeah, right.
Where were you when I was practicing all this stuff?
I'd be making more money if you were.
I think you have a bright future in making money. I do.
Yeah.
I think it'll
You can manage
all
Billy.
come your way.
All right, now Billy's wife's about to enter the
All
fray.
right.
Uh-oh.
So, John, you got this new series coming up on Fox. When does that start?
Actually, it's just in development, so it hasn't actually been sold.
Oh, I see.
We have a comic book coming out, though, with the same characters.
Oh, you do? Okay, so and that's called George?
It's called Comic Book.
Oh, comic book. What's the matter? Where's his wife?
She's not going to come on the air. She just said that this whole thing is very unfair to Billy. And I said, well, we don't know the whole
She
story.
could come on and tell.
What's unfair to Billy?
I guess it's this whole thing, but I don't know. I didn't know exactly what. And she also said that, she doesn't want to be painted as a moron. That's what she feels like you.
Oh, she's not a moron.
Oh, people are getting too sensitive around here.
But I said we don't know the bigger story.
Yeah, we don't know anything
But
about
she said that Billy's being, wrong.
You are Billy?
Well, certainly Billy feels that way.
How come Billy doesn't feel that way?
You don't feel that way?
No.
No.
You don't feel uncomfortable being around John, right?
No.
I do.
Yeah, Billy's the only one who's not uncomfortable.
Explain to your wife it's a comedy show. She shouldn't get too involved. Tell her not to get that involved.
I have.
Oh, I wish you'd call back.
Yeah, get her on.
Yeah, come on. Get her on the air, Gary.
Come on, V.
Come on, V. It's time for you to come on the air. Look at John. John, you're a weird guy. I can see why Billy'd be frightened of you.
We're not frightened of me.
I don't know. You're
High
like scary.
maintenance. Billy and I should be pals.
Oh. See, I thought you guys were going to come in here and be pals.
Or does he want to poison Billy's food when he's not looking?
No, you like Billy.
Billy's all right.
Yeah.
But he's not looking at Billy when he says that. He's looking at the assistant.
Yeah.
That's because we're on the Howard Show here. He's taking a stick and prodding us.
Yeah, I like this.
But that's okay.
Try you right out.
So anyway, you're coming out with a book called George. You're obviously here to plug this George thing. And it's called Comic Book. And it'll be out in our stores. And then you're also going to prepare for a Fox pilot.
Yes, we are.
An animated pilot. I see.
Plus, I have to plug Larry Beto.
Who's that?
He makes our those paint kits that we sent you. We make all these.
Oh, really?
Paint by numbers.
Billy says you don't have to plug him. That's like, why give him credit?
You're on this show. You have to talk about John.
Yeah, talk about John Kay. You got to worry about your career, not this other guy's career.
You ain't paying your bills.
All right. Wow, this was great. I enjoyed having this.
Let's do it every day.
No wonder Billy thought it was so wild that I mentioned him on a Tonight Show. He sent me flowers.
Really?
Because of that. Yeah, because he would never have mentioned anybody else, I now realize.
Oh, he's going to promote him.
Well, I'm working on replacing Jay Leno.
Right. And I wouldn't feel any guilt over that either.
No kidding.
No, John, in all fairness to Billy, actually, it's like, hey, look, the guy probably said they're going to continue producing the show. What the hell? I mean, you might as well do the voices, right? They're only going to bring in some other guy to do the voices.
I had to audition for it.
Right.
You mean you didn't have the job on a say-so?
There was a wall of tapes the size of your house, Robin.
Wow.
So somebody was going to do that anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sorry you guys staring at each other like that.
Somebody was going to exterminate the Jews anyways.
All right.
Might as well have been me. Somebody was going to drive the getaway car.
Hey, Billy, I still like you. Well, John, I want to offer my congratulations on your new comic book called The Comics. And that'll be in our stores when?
August.
In August. And I like the characters. They are drawn beautifully. And I would actually like to see Billy involved in this project.
Would you ever work with Billy again?
If I could get him for scale.
He's too expensive now. He's become very, very popular in the cartooning industry.
So you would work with him?
This is very beautifully drawn. He didn't say he'd work with him.
He's like me on a date with Clarence.
If he apologized, I would work with him.
You would?
Mm-hmm. Billy, say you're sorry.
Billy, say you're sorry. That's a big deal. Bucks. Money.
If he was honest about it, I would.
Really? I love this. And Billy, you will not apologize, right?
No.
What happened to Billy's wife?
I don't know. I just said,
She won't come on now?
She just doesn't want to come on. But it's funny because Ganji and I are sitting out there listening to this thing, and Ganji said, there's like something brewing here that's just not happening.
It's right under the surface.
It's ready to blow. We can't figure out what it is.
It's mystery.
I know what it is. John feels that, hey, we should have stuck together as a team, put pressure on Nickelodeon, and therefore, but who knows how reasonable John was. John, you might be completely
maybe
unreasonable.
Billy's right. There's somebody in those 50 tapes would have gotten the job anyway.
And you might be
gone on.
And you might be really difficult to work with or something, right? I mean, yeah, there you go. So.
Was he difficult, Billy?
Billy?
Not to me.
No.
Who this?
See, I admire that. I would have walked out with you, but, Billy's a different story.
Now, did Billy go along with, he didn't care about the writing or anything?
You want to know something?
He said whatever was written on the paper?
Yeah, Billy's hired to do the voice.
I used to embellish.
Billy is hired to do the voice of Ren and Stimpy. In Billy's defense, I mean, that's what he's hired to do. I've been at stations where people walked out because they wanted to play certain kind of music and they thought they had integrity, and I said, I have no integrity, I'm staying. So I've done the same thing Billy's done. I'm like, hey, I'll stay. But I see John's
point. You did that at one whole station, right? Where the program director and everybody got fired.
Yeah, but, these people were acting like, hey, I said, I got to work. But then again, John's point is well taken. This is a different situation. John created this cartoon.
That's true.
Brought Billy into it and the whole thing. And
you know how you felt when Fred stayed on the air at NBC?
Yeah, I mean,
But I left.
Yeah, he did eventually.
He eventually left.
So I don't know, Is Billy a backstabber? Is John a lunatic? I don't know.
It sounds like a little of each.
We weren't there, so we can't really say for sure.
So how'd you get the news that Billy was staying on Ren and Stimpy?
Where were you? I got that package of wieners.
Oh. Did you really send Red Hots?
No.
No, he says that Billy's agent called, right?
Oh. Oh, Billy's agent called? And what did he say?
He said we're going to really gouge him.
Oh. And you went, oh, great.
I said, well,
what's in it for me?
That'll make everything great. Thanks.
You're going to get even more money.
Yeah. Yeah, we're going to get more money out of this situation.
Guess what? Your leaving has made it possible for Billy to do better.
Yeah, I want to thank you.
Put on the hats and blow the horn.
Right on. Jackie, where do you stand on this?
I think it's great. I don't know what... I don't think we're getting the true story of what...
No, I think we are. What truth is being left out?
What more do you need?
John is saying he created this thing. It took him 10 years to come up and sell the whole thing.
Sell it?
And a show of solidarity, he feels everyone should have walked out on the show and Billy stayed. And took over his voice. Do I have it right?
Yes.
And Billy's saying, hey.
It was a job.
I was a job. I did it.
So you think it's a total standoff? You don't think there's a right or a wrong here?
No, we're asking you where you come down on it. Who's right?
I'm just totally entertained. I don't know. I'm on Billy's side because I know Billy.
All right.
But I'm wondering if I'd be on John's side if I know John or if somebody's really wrong.
You should go back to drinking heavily.
I have.
All right. I mean, No, what Jackie's saying is the problem is we just don't know the whole situation.
I think we should talk to the girl more. That is what I'm saying. That is exactly what I'm saying.
That is not what Jackie's
What is Jackie saying?
Yeah, you see everything so clearly.
Jackie is, as usual, unable to make a choice. But
Right.
Jackie would do exactly what Billy did in this situation.
What would you have done, Robin, now that you know the facts?
I would have left.
You would have left the show. You're hired. It's like if when we were in Washington and they brought in the grease man and they said to you, we're going to give you, I think they were going to give you $150,000.
It was a 5-year contract for, I don't know, close to $500,000 or
Right.
something.
You
Yeah.
made it easy for her. You asked her what you would do.
Well, hold it. Would you wait a second? They came to Robin. Robin and I had created a show together, and they said, we're going to bring in this Howard substitute, and you work with him. And here's $500,000 if you do it.
Billy does a good impression of you.
He does?
Practicing.
Really? Is that true, Billy?
What?
Hey, you're sweating. Look at your upper lip. You look like Nixon.
I was just drinking coffee.
Oh, man, I don't know.
I spilled coffee all over my face.
Robin did walk out.
Well, that's very noble.
You got to admire that.
I do.
I wasn't mad.
I wish I could be a lot like Robin. I would not have been the one to exterminate the Jews.
Yeah, Robin would not have I can clearly say Robin would not have exterminated the Jews.
You wouldn't have taken like one of those pile drivers and shoveled skinny little bodies into ditches?
No.
Not me.
No Treblinka, no Auschwitz, no Sobibor, no...
None of that.
No?
Yeah.
Okay.
I might have done it. Watching the people into the ovens? I could have done it. No, I don't know. I don't know. Well, I guess there's no resolution to this, is there, John? I guess it's a standoff.
The easiest resolution is an apology.
But I don't think Billy feels it's appropriate.
No, I don't think he's allowed yet. It's not in the contract.
No, Billy feels, look, it's...
He didn't do anything wrong.
He didn't do anything. He feels he didn't do anything wrong.
He was just following orders.
My dad would know the answer to this. This is my dad is good at stuff like this.
Why don't we call him?
Want to call my dad?
Yeah.
Gary, get my dad on the phone. See if he's been listening. If he hasn't been listening, I don't want to explain the whole thing. Yeah.
If he has, it will be interesting to hear what he has to say.
My dad would know who's right in this situation.
Kingston.
Yeah, he's like that. She chopped me and my sister in half. We were Siamese twins. I think this is healthy, what's going on here. By the way,
it's a cleansing.
John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy, even though you wouldn't know it from watching the Conan show.
Or, listening to Billy.
John Kay, the creator of Ren and Stimpy, has come out with a whole new line of products and comics called Comic Book. And it's some pretty funny stuff.
We're getting your dad on the phone now, but it's funny because Ralph and I are having a huge argument in the office.
What does Ralph say?
Well, I side with Billy.
Yeah.
And Ralph sides with John because I said, Ralph says, hey, Billy owes John. And I said, no, John hired Billy to do a job.
Right.
He did the job well, as John would have liked him to.
Right.
And it's not like Billy conspired to get rid of John. John left. But Ralph's saying that Billy owes him big time and he stabbed him in the back.
Stuttering John, where do you stand?
Was John responsible for getting Billy's job? Like, did you say that you wanted Billy to work?
No, Sir John, where's my dad?
Yes, he's on the phone.
Has he been listening?
I don't know. I just.
Thank you.
I just got him on the phone. That's all I heard.
Hey, Dad. Dad?
Yeah.
You been listening to this?
Yes.
All right. Good. What do you think is the answer here?
Well, first of all, we have to establish what the relationship was prior to what happened.
Howard, can I say one thing?
In other words...
Jackie, let my dad handle this.
But there's one thing we don't know is did the producers know Billy could do the other voice before they got rid of him? In other words, did they have him lined up?
Well, I think there's enough guys who can do Peter Lorre. It's not like Billy's the only one. Even I can do that. Hey, look at this, Rand. We got a big problem. Even I do that.
No, here's the thing. Was he just working for the people who were producing this show? In other words, he wasn't working for the John, was he?
He was working for me, yeah.
Oh, he was working for you?
Yeah, he was working for John.
You were his employer.
Right.
Well, then it's employer-employee relationship.
Right.
Now, Billy was just an employee. So
right.
It had to do with the posture he had to take, and as far as what he's concerned was relationship to you, that if he felt as an employee, he didn't have other employees to walk out on. Were there any other employees walking out?
50 of them. Right?
In other words, was it like a labor action? In other words, if you belonged to a union.
They fired the whole studio.
They fired the whole studio,
And
John's studio.
most of the people stayed with us, and a few people went with Billy.
The only question I have, why in God's name did they fire the whole studio?
They fired the studio because they felt they could do it cheaper and...
Creative differences.
They didn't, honestly what happened was they didn't really want to take it over. They wanted us to keep doing it, right? But just with them in charge.
Right. And you didn't want them in charge.
They offered to buy me out, too.
Right.
And I said no. No,
because you had some integrity.
Well, I knew what was going to happen to the show. I knew it was going to die.
Right.
Which it did.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to be part of that.
So basically, Billy was fired, too.
After 3 years.
And rehired.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I'm just saying, at the time this action was taken,
he was fired.
Right. So it had to do with...
What happened was everybody took advantage of Nickelodeon, because Nickelodeon didn't think that we were going to
walk.
Yeah, they didn't think that we'd do it. They thought that I'd knock on and say, okay, we'll keep doing it. No. And most of us stayed, and everybody had them by the balls.
Right.
If they had balls.
But if a few didn't crack...
Well, how many guys went back? Just Billy was the only one?
No, there was a few.
They did break. So, in other words, if this thing had been organized correctly, I mean, I have to say this, with you and all the other people, I don't know how it was done, that you were going to stand together.
Yeah, did you talk to Billy and tell him we have to stand together?
Yes, he already said that. Billy had said, yes, I'm going with you.
Oh.
Well, then it's a question of his judgment, his morality. If he felt he had to go back. Listen, there's a lot of times there's strikes. Like you read in the paper all the time, there's a strike, and then some people do go back. It's a question of the pressure on them.
So you're not going to have a decision either, Ben.
Well, no, the decision is that...
It's a very hard decision.
No, I'll tell you what the decision is. If he had agreed to stay out, then he did the wrong thing. That's what I'm telling you.
Right.
I'm getting to that point. If Billy had sat at the point, listen, I'm with you, we're going to go out, then he's wrong for going back. Because that's not right. It's like saying a guy goes and organizes everybody to go out, they all go out, and he goes back in. That's not right.
Right.
That's what I'm telling you is my decition. So if you lay that out, that's the point.
All right, Billy. My dad says you did the wrong thing.
Thanks, Ben.
Look, I'm not looking at names. I'm looking at the situation.
Well, there you go, John. My dad is for you.
You always have to take your dad's advice.
Billy, you might have to apologize to John based on my father.
I can't do it.
Can't do it. Still think you're right?
Yeah.
How come?
Because it was a job that was offered me, and I took it.
Right.
But why did you say you would go out with him in the first place?
I remember a flurry of a conversation.
A flurry?
Yes, John calling me with a kind of a standardized conversation that he had laid on a lot of different people.
Right.
And people would call me and go, "Did you get the call from John?" I said, I'm waiting for it. I said, "Oh boy, he's likening all of this to Nazi Germany and the Blitzkrieg," and I said, "Well, I'll handle it when I get it."
Right. All right. You know what?
I get it.
Let's leave it like this, guys. It's not clear who's normal here.
Yeah, because I don't know what Billy's talking about now.
Yeah, I know. Who knows? John, what can I tell you? I mean, John keeps staring at his assistant. Wow. It's unfortunate because the two of you made a great creative team. What is it, Ralph? What do you want to say? You're making John nervous.
I didn't say that Billy was a backstabber, but my point I was making to Gary is I just thought Billy owed the guy. He gave him a great opportunity, and money's money, but sometimes you owe somebody something.
There you go. All right. Well.
And then you got to think of what John said. He knew that they were going to ruin his strip and it was going to die.
John's a little backstabber, so don't listen to John. I'm talking about John, Stuttering John.
No, I'm talking about John here.
Not you, John.
John K.
Oh, I thought you meant Stuttering John.
No. John says that he knew that what Nickelodeon wanted to do was going to kill his strip.
But what if John K. was delusional? Maybe Nickelodeon wasn't going to really be all that rough. Maybe they were being reasonable. They just wanted to have a little creative
He's the artist, and he obviously knew what he was talking about.
Yeah, because it didn't get ruined.
Yeah, it's not funny anymore.
Right.
It keeps coming around like there was one person involved, me.
Yeah.
The point wasn't whether or not I had a job or not. It was that it was the first cartoon in years that was a real cartoon, a kind of cartoon that Billy and guys like me and Jim Smith, my partner, like to watch ourselves.
Right.
We finally got the chance to work on them. All of us had been frustrated creatively for
years.
Billy had been frustrated too. He had a hard time, like all of us.
Right.
And finally, it was this one solid thing where everybody, all the wackiest people, the craziest people in the business got together, finally proved to the world we can do something really great. And if this thing keeps going, we'll have 10 shows. And we'll be doing movies. We'll do this, that, and the other thing. And a few people sold out that whole concept, sold themselves up. They didn't just sell me out.
Oh, boy.
They sold themselves up. They ruined their own chances for the future of creative cartoons.
Wow.
They set back the whole industry like 10 years.
Wow.
Now we got to build it up again from scratch. We have to take all the same risks again that we took for years so that we can hire the next generation of Billy Wests and give them an opportunity.
That's right. Oh, Billy,
Suddenly I went from being really powerful to the guy who set the industry back 10 years.
I know.
Well, it wasn't one guy.
Well, all right. Listen, this is all... Listen, yes. I didn't know cartoons were this important.
I didn't either.
Yeah, we're adults.
Come on, but John is very passionate about his craft.
Yeah, Jackie, just like you are about those stupid jokes.
But my feeling comes from, I remember at Channel 9 when Billy got the job, and I was working with him a lot. He was really, really excited to have that job. To him, it was exactly what John described. It was like a dream come true. It was doing wild, creative thing.
Right, but Billy was hired because he was talented, not because he was getting some handout.
Yeah, no. But it was he gave him opportunity. Right. I mean, nobody else was hiring Billy to do a wacky, wild cartoon.
There were tons of talented people that could not get work doing what they were good at.
Right. Well, there you go. Well.
No, I always thank John for the opportunity.
Right.
I did, and I used to tell people how I can't go on other shows and talk about how brilliant you are. I told you face to face. I told you on the phone. I said, you're brilliant. I think you're a genius. You're a firebrand. You were a wake-up call to the industry. What more do you want from me except a good job when I worked for you? That's all I would owe any employer.
Right.
And I would give any employer a great job, more than 100%.
Right.
But he couldn't say anything nice about John on a place where somebody could hear it.
What? The agenda wasn't to sit there and talk about John, I guess.
Could have said a nice thing.
All right. Okay. Listen.
How did you come up with the voice for Ren and Stimpy? That was the question.
That wasn't the question. I said the voice.
Well, I was always supposed to be Ren.
Right.
I was always supposed to be Ren.
Well, in the very beginning, yeah. Well, that's the call I got.
I decided to put myself out of work right from the beginning.
You brought me over to Nickelodeon and said, I want you to do these two voices. You're a quick study. You can do it. You can do it. And you dragged me in a closet at Nickelodeon. And here, listen to this. And read the script. Read it again. We got to talk to these women over here. And
Well, that part would have been nice in the conversation. Somebody dragged you over there to do that?
Yeah, but I think it would have been all over the place. It would have been a little incongruous, you know.
Right. Who created Ren and Stimpy? Oh, gee, I don't know. I mixed in a little bit of Burl Ives and Kirk Douglas and Peter Lorre.
Fine.
It would have been incongruous to say.
I had to perform the characters, and I described what they were.
I love arguing.
You're a bad boy, Billy. Come on, just admit it.
You know what? This does sound like one of those Nuremberg trials.
Thank you. Spank him, Howard.
All right. All right, listen. You two, obviously, are you now friends? Is it out in the open, or it's over? All right.
At least we all know where we stand.
I know, it's getting...
We couldn't get any thicker in here.
Where's Billy's wife in all of this?
This is all one-sided. It's like, you know, there's anger and there's, you know...
Right.
Gee whiz, you know.
Well, where do you think that anger comes from, Billy?
Predetermined.
All right, listen, you guys. I want to congratulate John Kay on his new cartoon. I think that there's some new excitement in the industry.
I guess the industry is moving ahead. Forget the Billy fiasco.
Look for a comic book. This is the characters. You can see them here. One of them is a hot chick with big cans and nice legs. Who drew that? You?
He's underage, too.
Yeah, very nice. Oh, yeah. Can Billy work on that one? If you get into that? Come on, let bygones be bygones. Billy, you can do a voice for this chick, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sexy little voice.
I couldn't get through his agent. He'll gouge me.
Oh. Well, anyway, listen.
Right, now see where that reference is.
Yeah, I got it now. I got it. All right, and I want to thank the beautiful Leslie, who is John's assistant, who stands by him no matter what.
Stand by your boss.
That's right, stand by your boss. And John, obviously, you're a brilliant animator and a brilliant man. I'm not afraid to say it. And Billy isn't either.
You'll give him credit, won't you, Howard?
I'll give you credit. I'm going to go on Letterman and talk about you. What do you think of that? I would like a little of this voiceover work myself, and I won't gouge you. Look at me. Ooh, wee. How's that? Not bad, right?
That's pretty good.
Yeah, I can do that crap.
You can do it cheaper than...
it's not hard. Yeah, I can draw better than Koreans, too. All right, we're going to take a break. John Kay, thank you for being our guest today. Billy, welcome to your nightmare. Do you know what this is like? What is that show where they bring out people from their life?
This Was Your Life?
This Is Your Life. Yeah, this was like This Is Your Life.
I don't think it ever ended like this. Though.
John, tell me something. The cartoon The Critic, awful? Yes. True? Be honest.
The worst.
The worst. The cartoon, what's the new one out I saw?
What's the other cartoon? The Critic?
Not The Critic, but the other one.
The one with the psychiatrist?
Yes.
I don't know what it's called.
Bad? All these cartoons, you don't see anything all that creative coming out, do you?
Well, Beavis and Butthead's great.
Yeah, I like them too. That's the only one. That's the only one. Well, there you go.
Thank goodness Billy didn't work on that one.
It would have been over with.
Who this?
Venmo at Milk Crate Marauder.
You stupid bastard.
I was watching one of the tabloid shows yesterday, and they had one of the relatives of Raymond Burr on. And she's fighting his will because he left everything to his companion.
Right. My heels go with this dress.
Everything in his $32 million estate, his estate, went to the guy he lived with for a number of years. And now the niece is very upset, and she says, I'm a Burr. He is not a Burr.
Burr.
And that's why I'm contesting this will.
I just want to say I loved Raymond Burr. I was his lover for 20 years, just like a woman could have been. And I loved that old iron butt.
The girl said, he may feel like a Burr, but he's not a Burr.
Raymond and I were very much in love. In fact, what we used for love, I used to empty the lunch out of my chamber. It was a lot of love.
Oh.
Things you discard, Robin, with our love.
Oh.
I left you my pink wheelchair. Nah.
So there's a couple.
What kind of
Raymond
perfume
Burr
should I wear tonight?
Leave his money where he wants because they never got married. They had a wine farm up in
Yes, that was it. We had a wine farm.
I made you wine.
You certainly did, Raymond. I wined all day and night. I had a very busy orifice. Things coming and going.
Remember how I used to badger the witness on Perry Mason?
Yes.
I'm going to badger your behind.
Do you like the green eyeshadow better than the purple?
These pineapples have a rough outside, my God. Raymond Burr and I were very much lovers, just like a husband and wife should be. Isn't that right, Raymond?
Yes. Burr lover.
One time I looked into Raymond's eyes. Raymond, tell him your name that I used to call you.
Lillian. Lillian Burr.
And I said to Lillian,
I busted right out of my dress over you.
You never saw Raymond Burr in a dress. You would see that we were in love. You have no idea.
Frightening.
That's not the Perry Mason we knew.
I used to ride him around our chicken farm.
Why are the chickens so afraid of me?
It was the most wonderful time of my life. Yes. Wife a man could ask for.
And so don't you feel bad that you couldn't declare before God
Yes.
and country
Yes.
that you were a couple?
Yes, yes.
Shouldn't you be allowed to be married?
Outrageous. Outrageous.
Mr. Benvenides?
Yes?
Did you in fact take my pantyhose out of my drawer?
Yes, Your Honor, I'm guilty. That's why we fell in love. I loved Raymond Burr more than any man on this planet. And I believe I have a right to his estate. Raymond Burr was of willful and sound mind when he left me all of his money.
And I loved you.
You did love me. You did. Say it again that you loved me.
I loved you.
And I miss you every day. Now, where is the rest of the money? You were the greatest lover a man could have asked for, even with your burly size.
Burly.
And sweaty body.
Burly because I'm Raymond Burr.
He smelled like a lumberjack, Robin. And yet he touched me like a ballerina touches the floor so gracefully.
With my big black teddy.
I remember the time Raymond bought that teddy in Manhattan. It was the only store that carried a teddy in his size 132.
You say the big man, tall man teddy shop?
Big man, tall man lingerie. Hey, Raymond?
Yes?
You know what I loved the best? When we used to go camping.
That was fun.
I remember those days fondly. I remember a vision of Raymond bent over the fire.
You like the dinner?
That's a gourmet meal.
We were two gay little campers, weren't we?
Yes, we were. There was no place to balance the sterno. Well, I remember those brown marshmallows.
Oh. All right. I think it's time for us to go on now.
Raymond Burr and I were, where were we, Raymond? I remember we turned on the Ed Sullivan Show, and you were dancing in go-go boots.
Fruit boots.
You were wearing your fruit boots.
They called them fruit boots.
And we watched the Beatles with amazement and wonder.
And the bananas and the pears kept falling out of my fruit hat. It was a wonderful time. It was the golden age of gayness.
How could you
There was
forget?
no...
Those were the days, my friend.
No diseases.
I thought they'd never end.
No problem.
That was the best. Hello, Sal?
Is Jack Larson there?
Is Jack Larson there?
James Dean drops by later, I understand.
Hello, Sal. Do you have White Horse in the bottle?
I remember Sal said to me, "You fool, this isn't a liquor store." But I remember Raymond and I were sitting in front of the set Ed Sullivan was on, and I had been going out with Raymond Burr for about 7 years now. And we turned on and we saw these 4 beautiful mop tops.
I wanted to get him on the stand.
I'll tell you, Raymond got so excited. I turned to him, I said, "I'll tell you something. I'm so horny, I'll jump on Ed Sullivan himself." You were incredulous.
Sullivan had no talent.
No talent. You were so talented, Raymond. And
Yes,
yet
I
Ed
was.
Sullivan
I was
made-
an incredible actor.
And Raymond Burr is such a big talent. I used to say this to Raymond all the time. And Ed Sullivan is nothing, and yet Ed Sullivan made more money.
Did you?
I should have hosted the Beatles.
Who this?
Rhinoceros.
Huh?
Let me tell you what happened. We were back there making phony phone calls. And, as long as I got a few minutes here, I hate to rush through this. This needs time. But we were getting so frustrated because everyone we were trying to call on phony phone calls wasn't around.
So finally you realized the one person was in.
It was Gary. So I said to Billy West, "You do the voice on the phone because Gary will recognize me."
I would think.
Well, that's Flonetti tape. I got all kind of phony phone call tapes. Okay, here we go. So this is what started happening, and we just were relentless.
K-Rock.
Hi, Gary Delabate, please.
Okay. Here.
Stern Show, can you hold, please?
Sure.
Okay, so we're just getting ready. We're all hanging around. And this is where we laugh like children. You know how they get on hold? I left every part in. So, okay, we're on hold. That's why all the giggling. The Baba Booey.
Oh, this is me now?
Yeah.
Oh. Baba Booey.
Stern Show, can I help you?
You guys, Bob there?
Who?
Bob?
There is no Bob at this extension.
Yeah, they just sent me through. I need Bob.
There is no Bob at this extension.
Yeah, there's a Bob there. Bob, a Booey.
Hey, you know what? It's really funny.
Thanks, man.
All right.
Okay, hey, Bob a Booey?
Yeah?
Is this Bob a Booey?
Yes, it is. It's Bob a Booey.
Bob a Booey?
Bob A period Booey.
Am I the first one to call with that?
Yeah.
Really?
You're the guy.
Can you use it? You guys gonna use it?
Yeah.
Bob a Booey.
All right, so Gary was kind of nice to the guy, right?
Hey, that's really funny.
All right, so I left everything in, you know, because guys making phony phone calls get real stupid. They sound like second graders. So you were mildly amused at that point.
No, I was already pissed off.
Oh, you were?
I was being it was with utmost sarcasm that I said, hey, that's really funny.
Okay.
K-Rock.
Gary Delabate, please.
Young man. Stern Show, can I help you?
Yeah, Bob?
Gotta go.
Bob on this.
All right. So now he's just.
I got a call back and say, I want to apply for an internship. I was referred by Bob. I'm so clueless at this point. I really am.
Right. You had no idea it was us.
No.
All right. Just listen to our planning session, though. This is how we plot against you.
Oh, by the way, the guy who recommended me, his name was Bob.
K-Rock, may I help you?
Gary Delabate, please.
This is the cruelest one.
Yeah.
Hello?
This is the Howard Stern Show.
Who's calling?
Yo, listen, how do I go about getting an internship?
Send us a letter.
Uh-huh.
How old are you?
I'm 18. I'll be 19 real soon.
Okay. Where do you go to school?
Well, I came out of Emerson in New England.
You went to college already?
Well, no, I've got a summer thing going, and I'm looking for work, you know, like an internship.
Okay, I am looking for somebody. Where do you live?
I'm living in Manhattan, Lower East Side now.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm not.
You know what? Tell you what, I'm Gary.
Okay, I was referred by a guy that you know.
Who?
This guy, Bob.
Baba Booey.
Like, who's going to say it first?
Yeah. Baba Booey.
I'm going to pull your joke. Baba Booey.
Yeah, Baba Booey. Well, wait, the next one is the best one, but yeah.
Can I explain to you why that one was so cruel?
Right.
Because I really am looking for an intern to work on a special project and somebody that's from Emerson that lives in Manhattan. I need someone to come in a couple hours a day.
Right.
I was like, great, because I live right in Manhattan.
This was the perfect intern.
This was the perfect intern.
And then it was Baba Booey.
And I was biting it the whole way, man.
Cruel.
He really wanted to believe that.
I know. He wanted to believe it.
That one hurt the most.
Yeah. Baba Booey. That's just us laughing.
Baba Booey.
We're having our fun now. You can listen to it.
He wouldn't go.
That's Billy.
Bob who?
We got to do it.
Oh, he'll never go for a third time. Oh, we'll do a few more and then we'll go back.
Tom down here. I'm Tom Coleman, the internal
K-Rock.
Gary Delabate, please.
Watch this.
Stern Show, can you hold, please?
Mm-hmm.
This is crueler. I forgot this one. Baba Booey. This is cruel.
Hi, Stern Show. Can I help you?
Gary Delabate, please.
She's in a meeting right now. Can I take a message?
No, Gary?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry. He's in a meeting right now.
Could you tell him Barbara called?
Barbara? Okay. What's your last name, please?
Just Barbara.
Please put him on. I need to speak.
Please put him on. I need to speak to him.
That's me trying to.
I know.
I was like,
Coaching.
I was like, Billy, don't you know what to do? Just say it's personal.
It's real important.
Okay. Can you hold on, please?
Yeah.
This is cool. Now we're cracking up. This is where we just laugh, waiting for Gary.
You got to do your Snickers.
Yeah. Listen to us. This is good.
Jackie Rumble.
Hi, is your last name Scalisi?
No, it's Scalisi.
That's my
Okay,
cousin.
hold on, please.
Yeah.
But what?
That's my cousin. I was waiting for my cousin to call.
All right, okay.
Barbara, so I thought, this is great.
All right, let us do it.
Good name he picked.
Yeah, we
out
picked
of the
Barbara.
hat.
Well, watch.
John.
Hi, Barbara.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Is Fred Norris there?
Who's this?
It's Barbara.
Barbara who?
Barbara Bowie.
Oh, man. How cool is that?
Baba Booey.
At this point, I'm going nuts.
But of course, I was so sure it was my cousin that I got right on and was more than happy to talk to him.
Wait, I just got to hear that little part again.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. Is Fred Norris there?
Who's this?
It's Barbara.
Barbara who?
Barbara Bowie.
Now, when does he start to wake up?
No, he doesn't.
Oh, God.
It's unbelievable. It keeps going on.
Well, wait a second. Baba Booey.
Thanks for making me hang on. I didn't tip the gap with that other
Oh, dear.
What did he say? Did he set it up? Yeah. He's like,
This is where we congratulate ourselves.
But you're acting like I should know it's you guys.
Hey,
I mean, I get calls
we just like it.
But I get calls like this all the time, so I knew it was the same guy.
Let us revel.
We won. Baba Booey.
Cash.App, $, milk, crate, marauder. Venmo, @milk, crate, marauder.
You stupid bastard.